We're back. That was instantaneous. It's like magic or something. You really do have the power of the dragons. Red-haired one, how long have you been able to use these powers? Or, a better question is, are you able to hear the voices of the dragons at all? Adol told Mustafa about their trip to the shrine near Altago city at the king's behest. That's what happened? Yeah, honestly, we're as clueless as you are. That's why we're trying to get as much information about the dragons as possible. As elder, I have duties to the village Segram and its people, who revere the great flame dragon. Given what I've seen here today, I can sit idly by no more. Come to my house. Tell me everything that has happened to you since you first heard tell of the dragons. Oh, right. Sorry, please wait here for a moment. I need to see how Cruxie is doing before we have our talk. Hopefully she hasn't collapsed of the Iskan fever. Man, Mustafa's got it tough. I bet he goes and sees his sister first thing after he comes home every day. He said that all the strange phenomena were getting him down. But I'm sure the thing he's worried about the most is his sister. Yeah. Hey, Adol, Mustafa told us to wait here, but we should check on her too, don't you think? That's the spirit. I'm worried about her too, honestly. Let's go. Didn't I tell you to wait downstairs? How's she doing? She's fine. Medicine is working. She's fallen asleep. Well, she's fine for now anyway. I don't know how long it will last, as there's no cure for Iskan fever. There's no cure? No. There's medicine that slows its progress, but that medicine is extremely expensive. All the more so now with all these unexplained outbreaks of the illness. Oh man. Best not to worry over something we cannot change. We must accept it and move on. So, tell your tale. Ah, wait. I don't wish to wake Cruxie, so let's talk downstairs. I see. So it's simply happenstance then. The voice we heard at the altar must truly have been that of the flame dragon. You really believe that was a dragon we heard? I mean, yeah, there was a voice, but it's not like we actually saw where that voice was coming from. You truly don't get it, do you? The 5 dragons must assuredly exist in this world, even if you cannot see them. They have been in deep slumber for centuries, but they show their presence through fire, wind, earth. They are the elements that created this land. They are our guardians. Granted, I am no expert on the legend, so I have no answer as to how it is they've come to address you. But there is no doubt in my mind that that was the flame dragon, and his words were quite ominous. Yeah. The voice we heard in Shannoa seemed to be issuing us a warning too. Then let me ask you in turn. Adol, do you have any interpretation of the words that were spoken to you? The Flame Dragon chose to give you his powers. So, though I'm loath to suggest it, I am forced to accept the possibility that perhaps you know something I do not. Or perhaps you don't. All we know for sure is that Adol received a special power from that altar. Come to think of it, I know very little about him. Who is he? What is he? I need to keep a close eye on him. Let Adol just get another addition to his harem. There's just too much we don't know here. Nothing the dragon said rings any bells? Nothing at all? As I mentioned earlier, I'm not very knowledgeable in matters of the ancient legend, but perhaps by visiting the remaining altars you may be able to find the answers you seek. We, the 5 tribes of Altago, each revere one of the dragons. There's an altar near every village. The 5 tribes of Altago? So Segram here, with the flame altar, and Shannoa in the forest, with the earth altar. Correct. 2 of the tribes were lost over the years, regrettably. But one yet remains that you have not visited. Adol, there will be another altar at Kylos, honoring the Wind Dragon. Will you go? I believe that is the correct choice. Kylos village is located in a harsh gorge region to the west of Altago Plains. It was blocked by a landslide, so I guess now the landslide will be cleared. For some reason, Dogi wasn't able to crush those rocks. I don't know why. Maybe he doesn't do pro bono work. Speak with the Eldress there, and you may find further answers. Rumor has it that she possesses a mysterious power. She very likely knows something of the 5 dragons. Adol thanked Mustafa for his advice. You've been a really big help. Thank you very much, Mustafa. There's no need to thank me. I'm only performing my sacred duty. You have been acknowledged by the Flame Dragon, and are therefore eternally a friend to Segram. Be careful en route to Kylos. The monsters in the gorge are known to be particularly vicious. That sounds like a battle. Oh, it's that guy. I recognize that axe. Security's tighter than I thought. Who was that man? How did he detect my presence? Is it Sias? Did Sias detect you? Must be that falcon guy that townfolk mentioned. I'd better... The guards are coming after you. You need to hurry it up. Yeah, I know. My weasel didn't tell me the job was going to be this complicated. There he is. So naturally, we need to go back to Altago to meet with the axe guy from Ark of Nepishtim. He's kind of a jerk in Ark of Nepishtim, but he was also kind of cool. I beg your pardon, but I must prepare food for Cruxie now, so I ask that you please excuse me. The fever has affected her appetite, so if I do not make her eat, she simply refuses. This is a farewell then, at least for now. Be careful on your way to Kylos. The monsters in the gorge are quite dangerous. Even our warriors have a difficult time with them. I want to equip Dogi with the luck ring. There it is, the luck medal. There. Cruxie, you're awake. Yes, thanks to you. I could hear you talking downstairs. I'm glad to see that you and my brother are getting along now. Yeah, to think he just came to accept us as the good guys. I'm just glad you're doing better, though. Looks like the medicine worked. Yes, thank you. My medicine's actually made by a doctor in Altago City. He must be an excellent doctor, too, because his medicine always makes me feel a lot better. I think his name was Daleyon. Oh yeah, we met him through Tia. Remember Adol? Tia? You know Tia too? She comes every month to deliver medicine to the village. And she always gives me this pretty white flower, too.
Aw, that's really nice of her. She helped us quite a bit right after we got to Altago, too. I had no idea she travels like that, though.
I had no idea there were people who did things like that. If you can travel all over Altago, then why can't I? Isn't Tia wonderful? She's considerate and kind, but can be firm and motherly too, when the situation calls for it. I hope I can be just like her someday. You'll get better, Cruxie. Whatever's causing the Titano to come around, I bet that's the cause of the Iskan fever. We take care of that, and the Iskan fever will probably disappear too. So time to talk to the people of Segram. Mustafa and the other village warriors face off against ferocious monsters and often return completely exhausted. Every time they leave, I worry that they won't be coming back. Hours begin to feel like days and days like years. Cruxie always sees Mustafa off with a smile and welcomes him home with another. That girl's a fighter at heart. Cruxie may seem weak due to her Iskan fever, but in truth she's extremely strong and has a lot of spirit. Well, she is the daughter of an elder, a sister to an elder. She's gotta have some of that strength in her. Well, villagers take turns tending to Cruxie's needs while Mustafa is off dealing with Titanos and such. As a village elder, Mustafa has to leave on hunts and surveys pretty often. It's the least we can do for him. Mustafa works very hard for us, and in turn, we care for his sister. She seems to feel guilty about it, though. The former elder is so selfish. The war over, he should come back to the village. Then Mustafa could finally take it easy for the first time in ages. I'm sure the leader of the Dragon Knights is very well compensated for his work. I doubt the former elder would ever want to come back to this piddly little desert town. You know what? You're probably right. He does probably get compensated really well. And that's how you get the medicine for Cruxie. Because he's making that money as the Dragon Knight's general. He makes enough money to get that expensive medicine for Cruxie, because otherwise how else is she going to get it? Former Elder Geis was a very strong man, capable of taking down Titanos single-handedly. His numerous scars are testament to his might. He truly deserves to be respected as one of our finest warriors. Perhaps don't tell Mustafa that I was heaping praise on our former elder. He gets irate when people do that. You know, Mustafa's like a good guy, but he isn't thinking of the big picture. I'm pretty sure the reason why Drysan is working as Dragon Knight General is so he can take care of Cruxie. Because there's no way this desert village would be able to afford the medicine, right? Because it's really expensive. The Zanzibar firm is hoarding it. The guardian statue at the flame shrine began to move of its own volition and bore arms against you, truly. To think that the lifeless would display the faculties of the living. This bodes ill indeed. Lifeless thing begins to move on its own, bears arms against the ones who found it. How can this be true? Chickens! So cute. I wonder if Cruxie's feeling better today. I want to play with her. I don't like uncocky Mustafa. He always gets mad at me. Unky Mustafa always gets mad at me when I try to go play with Cruxie. We finally finished digging out the well. The last sandstorm that blew through here left it half buried. We really need some strong arms around here, but all the warriors are off fighting Titanos. Can't really hope for too much of a change around these parts, with all of our warriors fighting off Titanos. Oh, you brought it. Thank you so much. The long cart is a real lifesaver, I tell you. The young lady wasn't on the long cart today. I was hoping I'd get a chance to thank her for the shoulder medicine she brought me last time she was here. Thanks very much. Here you go, this is what you asked for last time, just as promised. Thank you very much for your patronage. Oh, the young lady that sells herbs? She should be accompanying me here in about 2 weeks. She comes with me to Segram pretty regularly. Guess she has some important business here or something. Dryson, it's fair to say he is one of the best elders Segram ever had. Mustafa resents his leaving though and refuses to consider how Dryson must have felt leaving everything behind. Mustafa and Dryson don't exactly have the best relationship with one another. It's extremely painful to leave any part of your body exposed in a sandstorm. I'll need to sew some full-body clothing for the warriors to venture out into the desert to battle the Titanos. I'll need to sew lots of full-body clothing to help the villagers brave those bloody sandstorms. The amount of food Titanos eat is exponentially greater than that of normal monsters. The desert's already desolate as it is. Any more Titanos and it'll be completely barren. Titanos eat a lot, so if more show up, resources in the desert become even more scarce than they already are. How do the monsters, like, materialize? Do they breed? Are they like normal what separates animals and monsters? Or are animals monsters and monsters animals? But monsters in other Ys games, like in 2, have intelligence. Like they're sentient, like they're roos. Adol can turn into a roo, and he can actually talk to monsters. So I don't know, what... Are monsters sentient? And animals not sentient? I've never seen Mustafa get drunk or lose control of himself at the tavern. And frankly, it's kind of a shame. He should feel comfortable and relax in his own village, but he doesn't. I wish there was some way to let Mustafa relax a bit. He may be the elder, but he's still a human being. Eventually, he's got to buckle under all this stress. I can understand why Mustafa is so protective of his sister, but even I think he overdoes it sometimes. But then she has Iskan fever, so I guess I can't blame him. It's been a while since Cruxie caught Iskan fever, and knowing what I know, I really don't think she'll get better. Cruxie's going to suffer more and more as time goes on. It's not hard to see why Mustafa is so protective of her. Older folk like yours truly may have talked down about Mustafa, but it's not because we don't respect him. In fact, we're all impressed with how a young man his age can be such a dependable leader. Mustafa's still young, so people his father's age just can't help but watch him as he grows. Find anything good? Alright, this is the flower girl. Oh ho, bring me some of the herbs I need. Okay, so the Natalie flower, I looked around and I couldn't find any. I think the Natalie flower we got was from Maya, because she did give us an extra flower when we bought one. Apparently, the medicine for Iskan fever is very hard to make and prohibitively expensive. It's only natural Cruxie would feel a little guilty about taking it. So I've talked to all these people, I think we're done talking to everyone and oh, I didn't talk to you. I heard you actually went all the way to the Flame Shrine. You must be nuts. Why would you do that when there's a perfectly good temple right here in the village? The Flame Shrine, huh? Well, that's the main shrine, so I'd love to go there myself, but the monsters... Elder Mustafa had to take care of the mantle of elderhood at a fairly young age. It happened suddenly, and he's had a tough time adjusting. I do understand why he would resent his father for it. Elder Mustafa has been through a lot. I understand why he feels the way he does about his father. It's said that the flame on the roof is eternal fire bestowed to us by the Great Flame Dragon that protects Segram. But it seems to be slowly growing weaker with the passage of time. I can only hope that it's my imagination. Sacred flame seems to waver and wane these days. I can only hope it's simply my imagination at work. Huh. So that's everyone in Segram. Let's go ahead and talk to the Shannoans. Oh, and there's a flag that's telling us where we need to go. That's neat. This is pretty great. Wow. So now we'll see if anyone in Shannoa has anything new to say. A lot of people went out to hunt today. And if Elk went, then why can't I go too? Even Elk went out on a hunt, leaving me here all alone. I'm so bored. It seems the villagers are all a bit more relaxed now that the Titano in the ancient tree is gone. But I still feel a presence in the forest. I must convince the other villagers not to let their guards down. The Titano in the ancient tree may be gone now, but I still feel a presence in the forest. After each hunt, people gather at the hunter's house to divide the spoils among the families of the village. Whenever the hunt is good, the villagers gather to throw a celebration. The monster's getting so violent, we haven't had a hunt worth celebrating in quite some time. I heard a Titano in the ancient tree just isn't there anymore. I'm hoping it died and didn't just move house. I saw a fisherman going into the Eldress's house looking rather concerned. Wonder what's going on. Quest? Is that a quest? I thought we could relax now that the Titano in the ancient tree is finally gone, but clearly we can't. Oak's been really peppy lately. He seems to perk up soon after the Titano in the ancient tree was killed. I think he's had a bit of a vendetta against the Titanos ever since his parents were killed. Elk's been really peppy lately. Maybe because the Titano in the ancient tree is finally gone. I think this is the first time I've ever seen Elk volunteer to go on a hunt. If the monsters are getting more savage and dangerous by the day, then why would the hunters bring a boy along? Does he help take down a Titano? You know, he's not that weak. He's probably stronger than your average man. Monsters must have been awfully bloodthirsty these last few months. I hope Elk and the hunters don't get hurt. Yeah, I've been there. Oh, customer, come in, we're open. Fewer and fewer peddlers are coming to the villages because of all the monsters being so active lately. I'd like to stock some new merchandise, but I may not be able to for a while. Thank you so much. You never know, one day a dog might give us a quest. It might happen. Man, Elk only hangs out with adults these days. Adults are so boring. I think he's one of them now. He doesn't even pull pranks anymore, and he used to be so good at it. Why'd he suddenly get so lame? Elk's been so boring since he stopped pulling pranks on people. Almost as bad as a grown-up. Oh, the fisher guy isn't here anymore. We do have some wood. We have dry wood now. A lot of it. So hey, how's it going? Did you bring me some wood? Great, great. This wood looks weak, but hell, I'm just going to break the damn rod anyway within moments of casting the line. How's 2,000 gold sound? Deal? You'll give it to me? Man, what a... I mean, thank you so much. Here, take this for your trouble. I need to build a large number of nice, sturdy fishing rods so I can fish more than a few seconds. I'm that bad. So please, get me lots and lots of wood so I can use to build them, okay? The water's been absolutely putrid lately. Cloudy, murky, smelly, and fish-killingly unusable. But I'm still calm. Something dark and unsettling must have happened upstream, in the western reaches of the forest. So there's probably a Titano there, right? Gotta talk to the squirrel. This is the hut. Yeah. Food curing hut. Pray for a successful hunt. Ideally, their spoils will fill this room. Then we won't need to worry about food again for a nice long while. Elk's in the hunting party this time. Maybe he'll prove to the change we've so sorely needed. Yeah, the hunters are gone. And I guess Elk isn't in the village either. Water by the village is supposed to be clean because it gets purified in the forest on the way here. So how does it get so murky that the fish start dying? Maybe there's something wrong in the forest. Does it make sense that the water in Shannoa would get so dirty? There must be something wrong in the forest. Ah, you guys, sorry, but Elk's not here right now. I'm sure Elk would have really been glad to see you too. Both Elk and the elders have been working hard to keep things in order around here. Don't get in their way, okay? People have a more positive view of Elk now. The Great Earth Dragon gives us spiritual guidance in our daily lives. We must do something, and soon. We need to get rid of the thorns along the road to the altar. Now that the Titano is gone, maybe that'll be our next goal. I'm glad the Titano and the ancient tree is gone. There's still those thorns, but we'll figure something out. I have boots. So the rivers and lakes have started getting dark and murky, you say? It's not all the time, mind you, but sometimes it gets so bad that the entire river runs pitch black. Whenever that happens, all these dead fish float up to the surface. I don't get what's happening at all. Given the circumstances, I'd suggest we fish and draw water from the area by the ancient tree for the time being. There's no longer any threat from the Titanos in that area, so it should be reasonably safe. Fishing is my life. She might as well tell me I can't breathe anymore. You look awfully familiar. You have an air of royalty about you. I could swear I know your face. Have we met before? Nice to meet you. This is actually my first time in Shannoa. I doubt we've met before, Eldris. Is that so? Well, no matter.
Is it just me, or does Aisha's face look a bit contorted? She's a real peculiar one.
No, you're just really dense, Doki. It's not every day we see royalty here in this tiny backwoods village. Now then, you must be exhausted. Please make yourselves at home and rest a while. Elk is out at the moment, and I'm as busy as a bee. Sorry I can't give you my full attention. Those two over there are the ones who defeated the Titano. Incredible, no? Anyway, stop by again if you ever need me.
Atima's not an idiot. She knows exactly who Aisha is.
So that's Segram village. Let's move on to Altago. I love this fast traveling. Cutscene. Dragon Knights. You're those adventurers hired by His Majesty, aren't you? Perfect. Have you seen a suspicious man about town? He'd be wearing all black and carrying a poleaxe.
Man, we didn't see anyone suspicious, but I guess we'll keep our eyes peeled. What's up with all the security? Did something happen?
There's an intruder in the palace. An intruder? I hear he's made it out of Altago City, too, despite all the Dragon Knight security checkpoints. No easy feat. No need to worry, though. We've set up blockades on all the major roads. If you haven't seen anyone, however, I'm going to ask you to move along. And try not to get in the way of our investigation, okay? Stay put and stay out of trouble.
What's the plan now, Adol? Looks like we're stuck here. We won't be able to head to Kylos for who knows how long.
Why don't we do something so stupid at a time like this? I need to find out more about what's happening and then discuss the matter with Father when I get back.
Father?
Doesn't concern you. Forget I said anything.
We'll come back to that. But right now the big concern is we're stuck here.
Guys, it shouldn't matter if she has a father. Not everybody is an orphan. She wants to talk about her dad, which, with what she's been through, doesn't that mean she's, like, really close with her family? That she's normal?
Unless there's some way around all this, anyway.
Oh yeah, the security's really picked up. Be sure you don't get in our way. Night is silently studying you. That damn intruder. How could he have escaped out the front gate? It's utter foolishness. He leaped right over me, and I'm not even that short. I'm really not. He escaped out the front gate of all places and even leaped over me. How could such a thing even happen? I was just made Dragon Knight right before the incident occurred. Needless to say, this is a rather stressful probationary period. Here the commanders and General Dryson have taken upon themselves to investigate this incident. More than ever, this means I cannot and will not fail to do my duty. I must stay fully alert. Hot enough for you? How about a nice cold drink to cool off? Doesn't a nice cold drink sound perfect on a hot day like this? Some Dragon Knights came in here and asked me a lot of questions about whether I saw a suspicious man. And it's possible that he did come here, but this is a tavern. I can't remember everyone that comes and goes. You know, maybe the intruder that broke into the palace came here to gather information. I see you've got some rare minerals on you. Mind if I take a gander? He showed him a hot sandstone. My hands are aflame. This is stone indeed, native to the Segram desert. This, as vis-a-vis my blunt seg, will allow me to tell you about the Segramites who proudly reside within that desert. The daily lives of the people of Segram center around the oasis in the desert. The road to Segram may be quite deadly, so people generally use the longma cart to travel there. On top of the temple that overlooks the entire village is an internal flame, believed to ward off evil. Though because the village is located so far inland, they say there are many Titanos nesting just outside its walls. Perhaps, as a result, they have a long-standing tradition of appointing only the exceptionally courageous to fight. These warriors have strength and courage to face anything, and are a source of great pride for the village. Well, that's it then. My curiosity as a scholar knows no satiety, though, so please come again sometime. There's always more to know. How can I help you? I do not think we have more water. Yeah, we don't. An incident like this could really make people lose faith in the Dragon Knights. I would just invite crime. Sure hope that doesn't happen, but man, if it does, I have no idea how we'll handle it. I hope the Dragon Knights letting one intruder slip by won't affect the overall safety of the city. You may not know this, but Dragon Knights are actually strong enough to take the Roman army head-on. If the intruder got past our knights like that, he must be a real pro. That intruder must have been a real hotshot if he got past all the Dragon Knights on security duty. The Zanzibar firm in the public square is so ridiculously mammoth. One day I'll have a firm of my own just like it, making all those who behold it shrink back in awe. That would be sweet. I'm preparing to go to Segram on business. Hot and sweltering? Yeah, for sure. Profitable? Sure hope so. I wanted to know what all the commotion was about, so I went to the palace to see what was going on. But then, this Dragon Knight just gave me the dirtiest look. That's not how a grown man should treat a girl like me. I don't know what happened, but it's very immature for a grown man to glare at a little girl. I hear there's a certain rare crystal that's being sold at exorbitant prices. Apparently it's prepared in a specific way and used to treat an incurable disease. I wonder if I can get some. A rare crystal found only in Altago. If it's that valuable, I wouldn't mind taking some for myself. Oh. We are gonna do you next. Have you guys heard? Apparently a man clad in black broke into the palace. That's kind of hard to believe. I just hope His Majesty is alright. I wonder what that intruder did. With all these patrols underway, I hope His Majesty is alright. I hear the castle intruder had a poleaxe. Poleaxes take a lot of training to be able to wield freely. I wish I could have seen him use it in person. Poleaxes can be pretty unwieldy. That intruder must have gone through some tough training. Sorry, I have a bit of a cold. 1 second. There, I had a nice lasagna, and I have some iced tea, so I'm doing much better now. We've talked to you. Welcome, welcome. We have plenty of recovery medicines and other items. You see something you want, you just say the word. We got new items in stock. Take a look. I applaud courageousness, but people who are reckless are just fools. Take that intruder, for instance. Which do you think he falls under? Courage and recklessness may seem similar, but are actually very different. Do you understand that difference? I mean, the intruder got in and he got out, so he's not just courageous, he's also, you know, a pro. He's quite skilled. He's confident in his skills. A break-in at the palace? Inconceivable. Such a dangerous world we live in. What are the Dragon Knights doing? Aren't the Dragon Knights supposed to serve and protect all the citizens? How can they not catch one man? There are no customers in Public Square after the recent incident. I hope this won't have lasting repercussions. Damn that intruder. He's costing all of us our business. Business in the Public Square is not doing well. No sir, not well at all. Are you the merchant that likes to laugh? I wonder if His Majesty is alright. I heard there is no damages, but His Majesty hasn't had a public appearance in quite some time. I really do hope His Majesty is alright. We have the stone quest here then. Is something the matter? Oh my, you found a rare stone. Please show it to me. Why, I've never seen anything like it. How does 3,000 gold sound? Oh my word. Thank you so very much. Here you are. Enjoy, enjoy. If you find any more rare stones, please bring them to me. I'll be waiting. Running wild in the royal palace. It is not something a gentleman would do. This intruder has no couth. Moreover, I cannot forgive someone who upset my dear father. Running wild in the royal palace. What outrageous behavior. What are the Dragon Knights doing? Oh, wait, we gotta talk to the cat. There we go. Yeah, you're the crotchety woman. Monsters have taken over the Old Waterway, forcing us to declare it off limits until further notice. We have made plans to clear the monsters out, but in the meantime, not a soul gets past me. I said it before, and I'll say it again. The Old Waterways is off limits. Back away nice and slow, please. But, I like killing monsters. Let me do it. I'll do it for free. Just let me keep all the synth materials. Word is, some foreigners were arrested not too long ago under suspicion of espionage on behalf of Romans. That wasn't us. I wonder if this intruder business is related to them in some way. War's only been over for but a moment, after all. You know, this is a sequel, prequel? Prequel, sequel? He kinda has something to do with us, but not yet. I hope that intruder gets caught soon. You lot. You're foreigners, no? Best keep your noses clean now. I understand that increasing the guard complement will make people feel uneasy. However, we, the Dragon Knights, are given no choice in the matter. We hope we can count on your cooperations. By honor of the Dragon Knights, we cannot allow this incident to go unchallenged. Damned intruder. How dare he defile the royal palace? I'm glad the royal family wasn't hurt, but how dare he cause such disorder in the city? I'm glad no one got hurt, but how dare he cause such disorder in Altago City? The sheer gall of that man. Man, the boats are still going. There really aren't any customers today. With all these Dragon Knights around, people can't relax and shop. Not many customers. Maybe I should call it a day. Nobody's buying today. Or maybe there just aren't enough people for me to sell to. It's nice to see you, Dogi. And you, Adol. And I don't think we've met. I'm Aisha. Call me Aisha. Okay, it's nice to meet you.
Hey, Tia. Business is slow today, huh? Adol, what say we lend a hand?
Oh, you don't have to do that. The city has been in quite an uproar all day, but things will be better tomorrow, I'm sure. I haven't seen you around much lately. Have you been off on an adventure? Adol told Tia that they were in Segram. It was hot, sandy, and smelled like sweaty men the whole time. Kinda gross.
You do realize that we told you many times not to come, right?
This sounds like quite the adventure indeed.
What's wrong, Tia?
Oh, it's nothing. I just thought you must be tired from your trip to Segram. If you have time, why don't you come to my house? I'll prepare you something cool to drink. Maya, what's wrong? Aren't you happy to see Adol and Dogi? I remember you. She's gonna pull my hair again. I just know she is. Uh-huh. What's wrong? You sure don't seem like the same mischievous little kid who yanked my pigtails the last time we met. Maya? What happened?
Oh, she's got Iskan fever.
Maya! Maya, what's wrong? Maya!
She's got Iskan fever, and they're Old Town, so they have no money for medicine.
Maya, hang in there, Maya.
Aisha, what's going on?
What I was afraid of. She has Iskan fever, and it's already advanced pretty far. It's not just a fever and coughs. Her hands and feet have begun hardening like stone. At this rate...
Isn't there anything we can do to help her?
Adol asked Aisha if they could use as a special medicine for Iskan fever that Cruxie had taken.
Yeah, there's specific medicine for this, right? Can't we just go get some?
That's really not that simple. Pia, I heard Maya is sick. Is it... Dr. Daleyon? No, this isn't good. Maya has Iskan fever, I can tell just by looking.
Oh yeah, you're the doctor around these parts, right? Doc, you gotta hurry up and give Maya some medicine.
Right, of course, the medicine for Iskan fever. It is true that I know how to mix it, but acquiring the most important ingredient is the issue. Maya, I'm so sorry. You're not familiar with Iskan fever, I take it? There are a few facts you should know then. The medicine used to treat its symptoms requires an ingredient called Scarlet crystal. This crystal is in short supply and carries an exorbitant price tag, making its acquisition somewhat impossible.
We can't get it? Then what happens to Maya?
Perhaps impossible is the wrong word. I heard Zanzibar does have some for sale in his shop. But to say it's priced unreasonably would be putting it mildly. Adol offered to go talk to Zanzibar and ask for some Scarlet crystal. I guess that would be the first step. I don't hold out much hope for success, but the effort is certainly appreciated. Zanzibar's establishment is located in the northeastern part of Central Square. Just finding out if he has any in stock will be fine for now.
Alright then, no time to lose. Let's go, Adol.
Wait, I'm coming too. A lot of drama happening in Altago City today. Oh, Adol. Nothing else seems to be working. I'm supposed to know a lot about medicine, but Maya's still suffering so much. Sorry, I'm not making any sense, am I? Maya, why? I was with you. Zanzibar Firm is located in the northeastern part of Central Square. Just confirming if they have Scarlet crystals in stock is enough. Good luck. I seems to be in a lot of pain. Zanzibar Firm was going to be our next port of call, so there's a lot of people there. Man, even if they increase security, they're only getting in the way if it's during business hours. What was that trespasser thinking? Everyone has to suffer because of him. What was he thinking to find the Dragon Knights? Talk about stupid. The other day, I had a piece of fruit stolen when I wasn't paying attention. I thought the thief was this tiny floating red thing. What the hell was it? Maybe I was just daydreaming. Maybe I was just confused because it happened so fast. Anyway, want some fruit? It was a fire fairy. Losing a piece of fruit isn't that big a deal. What's driving me more crazy is exactly what that tiny red thing was. I'm sure no one will believe me. I mean, I thought I was seeing things at first too. Hey, is that little flower girl going to be okay? She suddenly fainted. I was so worried. A little flower girl fainted, right? She okay? Oh, hello. Were you able to find me some seeds? Salimera seeds. I think I know those flowers. They're so pretty. Sorry, I got lost in my thoughts. Can I give you 400 gold for them? What do you think? Thank you so much. I promise I'll take good care of them. Here. Please let me know if you find any more flower seeds. I'll be waiting. Lokin fruit seeds, huh? Pretty high-class stuff. So this is what they grow from. Sorry. I got lost in my thoughts. What happened to the little flower girl? I saw her fall to the ground. I certainly hope it's nothing serious. I cannot talk. I can't believe that an energetic little girl fainted like that. I hope it's nothing serious. Oh, their flower card is still here. I talk to you. There's so many dragon nights today. It's so lively and fun, but what's going on? Why are there so many dragon knights? What are they doing? Are they getting ready for a festival? Tisk, touch. I thought I saw some suspicious figures out of the corner of my eye, but it was just you guys. You're distracting me with all your aimless wandering. It seems the trespasser was a foreigner, too. So you wandering about aimlessly doesn't help our investigation. If you don't want to become a suspect, just stay put. No, I wander. It's what I do. Just watching the children play makes me feel peaceful. So that's a sight, it seems, like things like Iskan fever. The anomalies are just a dream. Iskan fever, all the anomalies. There will always be problems, but I want a better future for the children. I hear no one was hurt during the incident at the palace. Even so, it hasn't been long since the war ended. People won't be able to relax for some time. An incident like this only months after the war ended? When will Altago know peace? I hear a foolish man broke into the palace. It's truly sad news. Let us pray to the great Graphios that such a thing never happens again, and that he will further bless Altago. An abundant heart comes from an abundant life. As long as we are steeped in his blessings, we won't sin. Let us pray to the great Graphios. The protection of the god of commerce will keep you from the path of sin. There are still people that judge others based on background and looks. It is utter foolishness. We look and think differently because no two people grew up exactly the same. This is what we can learn from others. It's because people are different that we are able to learn from each other and enhance each other's lives. You know what? That's a good philosophy. I like that. Why put all these doors I can't go through? We haven't found anyone matching the intruder's description in the city. We'll continue the investigation, but we can't give this message to the general. I knew it. The intruder isn't in the city anymore. I heard they blocked the roads to Kylos, but that's all for show. The intruder's long gone. Hey, hold it. No one's allowed into the palace. A man dared to break into the palace, possibly after His Majesty. We are currently investigating the matter. I can't have anyone tampering with evidence, so no one's allowed in. The palace is being searched for by any leads on the intruder and is off limits for the time being. Finding evidence is of the utmost importance, so please understand that you are no exception. Palace is off limits for now. Please step away. Guess I'm not talking to you, Palace NPCs. Oh, you. I've talked to you. Zanzibar firm. There's something the matter. You seem troubled. If it's about a large order, I suggest you speak directly to my master. You seem troubled. If you wish to speak about making a large order, I believe it would be best for you to speak directly to my master. Welcome to the #1 business in all Altago, Zanzibar firm. Bandit gloves. These are so expensive. How am I gonna afford 1 million? Is that 1 million? I think that's 1 million. Where am I gonna get 1 million gold? This is the luminous rock that the Longma cart was selling. So we already have that. Oh, these are so expensive. 1 million gold. God damn. You don't synth anything special, do you? Doesn't look like it. Something the matter? If you're looking for help, you came to the wrong place. Master exploits people's weaknesses for his profit. If you're looking for the help, you came to the wrong place. It would be more worthwhile to stare at the fountain outside and plead with Master. Thank you. Come again. Oh no. What do you want? This is no place for kids. Or do you actually have something so valuable it deserves the attention of the great Zanzibar?
Guess he's our man.
Adol asked Zanzibar for a piece of scarlet crystal. Oh, you want one, do you? Well, how much are you willing to pay? Just so you know, the item you want is extremely expensive. It'll cost you a house, at the least.
A house? People have been saying it's pricey, but that's just ridiculous. Can you give us a discount or something? That kid from Old Town is dying.
What? Old Town? Huh, never mind then. Offer withdrawn. I'm not going to waste my goods on some worthless vagabond. What a waste of time. Get out of my shop.
What did you just say, you son of a... vagabond? Worthless? You think you can get away with talking that way about Maya?
Dogi, don't crush his wall. You dare lay your dirty hands on me. The Dogi.
Don't try and stop me, Adol. I'm gonna cave this bastard's face in, like he was a wall.
Dogi, stop it.
Sorry, Adol. I just couldn't take it.
Adol reassured Dogi that it was alright. Adol also wanted to cave Zanzibar's face in. Yeah, you're not the only one who got mad. And I mean, Zanzibar would never have sold that crystal for any sort of reasonable price anyway.
You don't think so?
He's trying to squeeze every last coin out of the people who desperately need help. I say he bought up basically the entire Altaginian stock of scarlet crystals solely to create demand. He's rotten to the core.
So that's his scheme. Man, that is rotten.
Question is, what do we do about it? We need to figure out some way to get a piece of scarlet crystal.
Well, it's not gonna be from him. Maybe we should go back and see if the doc's got any ideas.
I mean, if it's a synth material, let's just, go kick the monster's ass that it's made from. I think that's a pretty good deal. Before we further the plot, let's go ahead and talk to the Coliseum NPCs. They sometimes hold execution ceremonies. Smells of blood, doesn't it? Hope I'm not part of one of those execution ceremonies. Don't get so scared. Execution ceremonies require the approval of the king. Is the king gonna order Adol to be executed? The execution ceremony is rather gruesome, and I don't like it either. I mean, it's part of my job, but still. I don't remember the last time we had an execution. Not since the current king ascended the throne, I believe. His Majesty must not enjoy having people executed too easily. His Majesty is a man of great discernment. So there won't be any executions for a while. Stop saying it! It's like you're setting up flags for Adol to get executed. Don't do it. This Coliseum is surrounded on all sides by water, like an island. There's one road that leads here. I don't know where the castle intruder went, but it'd be impossible for him to hide out here. There's only one way to get to the Coliseum, and there are many skilled people here. I don't know where the castle intruder went, but it'd be impossible for him to hide out here. I hear there was an uproar in the city. Altago is becoming dangerous. Altago is still at war with Rom when I came here. The Dragon Knights were always on edge then. The city wasn't as safe as it is now, but nothing like an intruder breaking into the palace ever happened. During the war, the Dragon Knights were very much on edge. It may have been dangerous back then, but nothing like an intruder breaking into the palace happened during that time. You guys planning on going somewhere? You know that the Dragon Knights block the road to the ports, right? At this rate, I won't be able to go to the palace for some time. How troublesome. I have some business to attend to at the palace, but I can't get in when they're on high alert. How troublesome. Let's go talk to our schizophrenic guard. Security here is flawless. That intruder won't be able to sneak in here. Do not interrupt my work, civilian. The monsters we keep here have been getting so violent lately. It's so weird. They've been trained a long time already, so they should be used to us. I can understand the new monsters, but why are the older, already trained monsters getting so vicious suddenly? I guess poor Miss Ursa will have to train them again. On second thought, she'd probably enjoy that. Miss Ursa goes down to the monster cells with her whip every once in a while. It's better to stay away then, because she's training the monsters. You should stay away from Miss Ursa when she's training monsters. It can get a bit, enthusiastic. You can hear the sad cries of the monsters through the door. Adol's gonna be in one of these cells, I just bet. Adol likes going to jail. Oh, I can't go that way. Fine. So, we can't go to the palace. That leaves the harbor. Just the harbor. And we'll go to Old Town. And further the plot. I hear the Dragon Knights will be searching every outbound ship for a while. It certainly does stand to reason that the trespasser might try to get away in an outbound ship, though. You can't let some criminal scum sneak onto a merchant ship, you know? We have to search the cargo, no two ways about it. What do you mean my ship can't leave the harbor? This is preposterous. I don't care about any damn trespasser. I'm leaving Altago right here and right now. This is absolutely unacceptable. Why am I being held up? I got what I came for and now I intend to leave. This is not up for debate. It's a royal edict. No departures until our investigation is over. Period. I feel for you and I wish we didn't have to do this. And that's what happens when criminals skulk about. Sorry, but we cannot allow any departures until our investigation has ended. But there are people on the boat. Let me talk to them. Some of the Dragon Knight's naval vessels headed out to sea. Probably already found a few ships to check out. Harbor inspections I can see, but delaying ship arrivals. Yeah, not gonna go over well, I'd say. I hear they'll be inspecting all suspicious ships before allowing them to dock. Talk to the dog. What are we supposed to do? We get a lot of foreigners through here, so how do we determine who looks suspicious? And we still have all this cargo to sort through. Man, the boss is not going to be happy about all of this. And I still have to organize the cargo. We can't just tell the Dragon Knights to stop doing their job so we can do ours, you know? You haven't seen that man in black, have you? One everyone's talking about? He's reported to be wielding a poleaxe. If you hear or see anything, be sure to report us to post haste. You too, if you witness anything suspicious, be sure and let us know, okay? Are you sure? Did you really not see him? Which is it? This man isn't being on straight with me. Maybe he's trying to hide something. Those ships in and out of the harbor slowed considerably because of the inspections. Well, time is money. Better do what we can until the heat dies down. Delays aren't rare during the war, but the war's ended. And to get the pier ready for more inbound ships, pronto. Our motto at Altago Harbor is quick service, security, and comfort. Any delays will really hurt our image. But then I'd rather have delays than see a snot-nosed criminal sneak into one of our outbound ships, I suppose. If that intruder hides out in the harbor, we're gonna lose a lot of business. I'd better catch him quick. Navy ships look busy today. I hear they're performing inspections again. It reminds me of when we were at war. I hear they're inspecting ships again. It reminds me of when we were at war. Sometimes NPCs have a lot to say in their 2 dialogue boxes, and sometimes they just say the same thing. So I think that's the port, all done. So let's head to Old Town, Altago Old Town, and further the plot, where we will try and get some Scarlet crystal to cure Maya, or at least alleviate her symptoms of the Iskan fever. Until he was actually spotted, he was walking the halls of the palace completely unfeathered. How could no one notice a man wearing such peculiar clothing? It's unthinkable. Was it that nobody noticed a man wearing such peculiar clothing? Was he using some sort of magic? Well, he does control fairies. Maybe I'll sneak into the palace and steal me some of them treasures. Like I'd stand a chance against the Dragon Knights. I'd never be able to do something as crazy as breaking into the palace, you know? That's a joke. Is it true that Maya collapsed? How awful. Can't believe someone so nice could fall ill like that. Life can be so unfair. So unfair for Maya to be sick. No one deserves to suffer, especially not her. What a moron sneaking into the palace for nothing. What was the intruder after? He didn't steal anything, right? What is that man after if not to steal something? You are the worst. I could have been an assassin from abroad, intent on ending the king's life. Someone dared to break into the home of Altago's sovereign? How lax do they think we are? How weak! An incident right under the nose of the man who rules all of Altago. Unbelievable. If I was born an aristocrat, there would be a small army of doctors looking after my every cough. Ah, if only. I wish I was born an aristocrat. There's nothing good about poverty. There are so many things that we simply have to do without. Medicine is among the hardest to get our hands on. Food, clean clothes, medicine. There are many things I've had to give up on. What's wrong with Maya? She's usually at the square by now. Maya usually goes to work now. Is it okay for her to stay home? Oops. I couldn't hear what people were saying, but from what I can see, it's Iskan fever, isn't it? It was finally spread to Old Town. How frightening. Even if I can't hear, I can tell how grave the situation is by the worried faces all around. That's Iskan fever. Has to be. The little girl in the back of Old Town is terminally ill? Is it Iskan fever? Sorry, but I have no time to worry about her. I can't even take care of myself. To be fair, that's true. Sorry, but I can't even take care of myself. I'm sure many, including me, were able to forget the hardships of poverty for a moment thanks to Maya's smile. My body like this, though, I'm so frustrated there's nothing I can do to help. I'm so frustrated there's nothing I can do to help. I never saw Maya like that. Is she really sick? Maya never got sick before. I was carried into her house just a few moments ago. I don't know what's wrong with her, but if Dr. Daleyon's on the case, I'm sure she'll be alright. I wonder what happened to Maya. Dr. Daleyon's treating her, I'm sure she'll be fine, but still. What the hell's your angle? Why are you spending so much time here? With sick people, no less. You don't want to be marked by the damn aristocrats and merchants, do you? You'll be marked by the aristocrats and merchants if you get too involved with Old Town. Not that I give a damn. Are you a tsundere, old woman? I had heard that Iskan fever was spreading, but it finally hit Old Town. You must be going through such a hard time. Iskan fever finally reached Old Town. I feel so sorry for the girls. I looked so tired when she was carried here. I can't believe it. What's going to happen to Maya? Is she going to die? Maya looks so tired, and it makes me sad. Cutscene. Maya. I'm so sorry, Maya. Oh, you're back. How did it go? Well, Dogi tried to crush Zanzibar's walls. Adol explained that Zanzibar refused to sell them any Scarlet crystal. Sadly, that's the outcome I expected. It was still affordable only a few days ago. That shameless merchant is just using people's misfortune for his own gain. Though I suppose Scarlet crystals are rare to begin with, so it's only natural to carry at a high price. And demand has never been higher, creating a severe shortage. But a blame can't fall entirely on him.
Are there that many people infected with Iskan fever?
Oh yes, it's an illness of unknown origins that's been affecting all of Altago. It doesn't matter how old or how healthy you are. It can strike anyone at any time. There are even rumors stating that King Kiamarl himself has contracted the illness, though they are unconfirmed.
The king? Come to think of it, he did say he was sick, and then he started coughing a lot.
Dr. Daleyon, is there no other way? If there's anything I can do, anything we can do, we'll do it. I understand and appreciate the sentiment, I really do. But the crystal is rare as can be. It's only found around Altago City, yet always in such small quantities. I suppose it is possible that there may be some left in the Old Waterway. Old Waterway? Yes, under our feet lays an old waterway that spans the entire breadth of the city. People rarely venture within, and conditions may be just right for the formation of crystals. Dr. Daleyon, could you watch Maya for a time? No, don't you dare go into the waterway. Let Adol do it. There's something I need to do.
Yeah, where are you going?
She's going to the waterway, of course. Don't tell me she's planning on going to the Old Waterway by herself. She can't. The monsters within are extremely dangerous. She wouldn't stand a chance down there alone. Adol told Daleyon to leave Tia in his charge.
Take care of Maya for us until we get back.
I promise. I will stay right by her side. The entrance to the Old Waterway is down by the stairs near the item shop. Tia, without a doubt, is headed there. Please keep her out of harm's way.
Stairs near the item shop. Got it. Come on, Adol. Time to mosey.
I'm coming too. We're just gonna see if Daleyon has any other things to say. You can leave Maya to me. I'll treat her the best I can. The entrance to the Old Waterway Tia went to is downstairs near the item shop. Please take good care of Tia. So, for the next episode, we're gonna go into the underground waterway. Find some Scarlet crystal, and hopefully, oh, cutscene. Please, let me through. My sister, it's a matter of life and death. What are you babbling about? This is not a suitable place for peasant girls to be frolicking in. You need to go home right now. Please, you have to let me through. What's going on here? This is Zanzibar. But... oh no, it's Roud. Well, what do we have here? What's a little flower like you doing in a filthy place like this? If you need something, you can just ask me. I am a gentleman after all. It looks like there might be some drama at the start of next episode. Have a great day, folks.